tell, we were on The Biggest Loser. We were season 7. We were the official blue team of that season, and we had a lot of fun. That's not the finale, by the way. That's when we start.
A lot of stretch marks.
But my name is Sione Fa, and yes, like she said, we are promoting the challenge, and I'll let Felipe introduce himself.
Yes, I am Felipe Fa, Sione's cousin. It's good to be here with you guys. We are promoting the 90-day challenge, and we'll get into that a little later, but how many of you are enjoying yourselves today, huh? Raise your hands. And if you didn't raise your hand, you have probably have a problem with your rotator cuff, you know? I got you.
And if you didn't get the joke, there's a bunch of neurons down the back. Go ahead and add that to your water. But we just wanted to talk a little bit about our journey. I know our journey was televised over the country, and for those who have actually seen it, you guys kind of are a little familiar with our story. I started The Biggest Loser at 372 pounds, and I ended up finishing that at 226 pounds. This was May of 2009 that we actually had our finale. So we're going on 2 years now. Time goes by fast. And, you know, the funny thing about after the finale is that real life sets in. You know, we come home, we're like, oh, we were so cool, we got a free outfit. Because they don't pay us. Not like these other reality shows, come on. But we were so excited, we're like, oh, I got this new body, you know, I know what to do. I was on the show, I had Bob and Jillian, some of the best trainers in the world, unless you're a trainer in here, and you guys are like, oh, whatever, I could do that. But they're pretty good. So you come home, you come back from the ranch with this newfound confidence, and you have this energy about you. It's like, you know what? I'm not going back to where I was. And then all of a sudden, day 2 after the finale, day 3, day 4, day 6, all of a sudden you find yourself going, wow, this is a lot tougher than I thought. You know, maybe I didn't know everything I needed to do. And we found ourselves kind of slipping out of the routine. You know, on The Biggest Loser Ranch, that's TV. You know, I shouldn't say it's TV, but we worked out 6 to 8 hours a day. That's not real. Right? Unless you're a professional athlete, and then, you know, it depends also on what athlete, who you are, because they're probably making millions anyways, and they're probably like, I'm not going to show up to practice. I'm just kidding. But 6 to 8 hours a day, that's not real. So when we come home, and I remember Felipe and I would go to the gym after our show was over, and we'd spend an hour and a half at the gym. We'd be soaked in sweat, but we'd walk out of those doors going like, oh, we didn't do enough, dude. We failed. We failed. So, you know, me and Felipe have had the great opportunity to share our story around the country this last year and a half. Share with them the experiences we went through on the show, but more so in the last few months, share with them the struggles that we've had also coming home. And how, you know, we had to finally put into play that routine. I wanted to share one thing with you. Big Loser fans out there, you guys know this. Raise your hand. Nice. If you didn't raise your hand, you're lying to us. You love us. I'm just kidding. But, rotator. Oh, yeah. Mine's to the left. But I remember seeing a bunch of quotes on the wall from Bob and Jillian. And one of those quotes from Bob said, believe in yourself, trust the process, and change forever. And I remember reading that, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then reading, you know, just in shock. But as we went on and as we spent more time on the ranch, it really started to sink in, because I was starting to struggle a little bit. I was starting to realize, hey, this isn't just because this is The Biggest Loser, it's not your weight loss handed to you on a platter. You actually have to put the work into it. We actually still had to wake up in the morning. A lot of people think we had chefs. If you wanted to eat, you fixed it yourself. Same thing on the challenges. Sometimes we would travel 2-3 hours. You know, we actually, the ranch is just in Calabasas, if you guys haven't, let me show you how to get there afterwards. But, so we spent 5 months of our lives just traveling around. That quote right there that Bob had on the wall really changed me, really helped me get through those struggles. And I realized being after the show that it wasn't just about weight. it wasn't a quote that I could just relate to losing weight, but it was a quote that I could relate to anything that I would do in my life. Same thing with ViSalus. ViSalus, I mean, a lot of us who are in ViSalus right now have the same story. Well, somebody asked me, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're not serious, man? Yeah, BMW or whatever. Nobody drives those. But I remember it took us a while, and when we actually finally read about it and took the time to take it in, we saw it, and we saw that, hey, this isn't only good for us, but this is a way for us to pay it forward, to give back, to show the other people, the millions of viewers who watched it, who we come in contact with, that we've come in contact over the last year and a half, that we could share with them, something we can help put them on their journey, on the path to becoming healthier, just like we did. You know, in this last year and a half we talked about, there's been some ups and downs for us, with weight, with everything. But we joined the company in November, and since November, Felipe and I were the first ones of the biggest losers to join ViSalus, and since then, we've been working hard, and we have 10 biggest loser contestants right now. And it wasn't because, of our convincing words, it wasn't because, we know how to describe the product and how to share the product and how to sell somebody on the product, because honestly, I'm not a seller. It was because they saw the results. They looked into it. They looked at this was actually changing people's lives. And then they said, hey, I want to be a part of that. So, and Felipe actually, we also have another cousin that Felipe's going to talk about in a little bit, who has joined as well. But we were just really excited to be in this company. I was, like I said before, I was one of those people who was like, I can't do it. They're offering cars. It'd be great, but it's not going to happen to me. And I'm proud to say, as of last month, I could get that car if I wanted. So it's a really exciting company, and like you've heard, if you guys are here in the morning, that you've heard before us, this really is about helping people change their life. This really is about getting people to realize in all aspects of life that, you know what, there is something better out there. And we're all here today because we want something better. I mean, if we were perfectly fine where we were, we wouldn't be here. Right? So we all want that something better. Whether it's health, financial freedom, another income. We want to stop working the 80 hours a week, which we have all been there. I used to work in the construction industry. It's a long time. It's a lot of hard work for a little bit of pay. And that's why we are excited to be in this company. And I just want to leave you with, before I turn it over to Felipe, the quote that Bob has on the wall, which is, believe in yourself, trust the process, and change forever. Thank you.